Hello everyone, I am Dr. Isra Abdelatif, proud to be Mars Scholar. I would like to thank Dr. Nuran and Mars for giving me the opportunity to learn a very important course, search publication funded by BMJ and UCSF. Today I will talk about very important topic that I have learned from the course, which is navigation journal and peer review. Journals bring the authors, the reviewers, and the editors and readers together. There is important factors we should consider when choosing a journal for our publication. The most important factors are journal scope, journal indexing and impact factor, language of publication, likelihood of acceptance, speed of publication, colleagues' advice about the journal, access of the journal, publication fees, and editorial and peer review policies. We should choose an indexed journal for publication, which is a journal that is included in a free, searchable, bibliographic online database, like PubMed, which is hosted by Medline, Scopus database, which is hosted by Elsevier, and Web of Science, which is hosted by Reuters. The impact factors of the journal is a measure of the average citation rate of the journal. It is calculated by dividing the number of citations in 1 year by the total number of articles published in the 2 previous years. It is published in the Journal Citation Reports database. Publishing with open access journal has 3 types: gold, green, and bronze open access. The gold open access is divided into direct, which is article is published in open access from the first day of publication. The delayed, which is the article is open access but after months of publication, and the hybrid one, which is open access but some content of the article is available only for the subscribers of the journal. The green open access, in which author publishes their research and then self-archives a copy in a freely available institutional or online repository. And finally, the bronze open access, in which the articles are temporarily free to read on the publisher website. Peer review is used by journals, grant committees, conferences committee. It helps the editors to select the strongest submissions and improve its quality before publication. It has 2 types. The first one is the internal or desk review, which is done by the editors of the journal, and then the other peer review by expert. Peer review process starts by submission of the article to the journal, then the editorial review take process. If it's accepted from this step, it will be referred to external expert of the same field of the article for revision and then to be accepted. There's 2 steps. The author may be informed by the rejection of the article. It will be the editorial review and external review. In this case, the author should revise his article and submit it in another journal. After acceptance of the article, the author should pay open access publishing charges, then approve edited proofs of the article, help to prepare press releases, and then give media interviews for spreading the information about the article. May use social media like blogs, Twitter, email share, then respond to any post-publication review, share the study data, and then final step will be the deposition of article in the repository. Author-related bias in peer review have three forms. The first one, when the reviewer thinks that work from prestigious institutions tend to be better than work from smaller and not famous institutions. The gender bias occurs when the reviewer thinks that articles by males tend to be better than those by females. And geographical biases when the article written by Americans tend to be better than articles are not by Americans. Regarding paper-related causes of bias in peer review, there is often bias toward positive result. There also seems to be some bias about language, especially the English language. Bias may occur toward the reviewer's own competing interests and personal issues. Journals use different processes to minimize bias. The first process is blinding, which has two forms. The first one is double-blinding peer review, in which the reviewer receives papers that don't have the author's names or their addresses. Also, the authors don't know who has reviewed their paper. The second form is a single blind peer review in which the names of reviewers are hidden from the authors. This is the traditional method for blinding. The other process is open review, in which both reviewer and authors know each other. This level of transparency encourages accountability and improves the quality of paper. Predatory journals are journals that take fees without providing robust editorial or publishing services. They recruit articles through aggressive marketing and spam emails, promising quick review and open access publication for a price. Their motive is financial gain and provide little quality control. We can detect the predatory journals from many signs. The first of them is the editorial board or journal staff is unaware of their supposed affiliation with the journal. No information about peer review or fees in the instructions for authors. No clear location is listed in the journal office. The journal website is not easily accessible. The journal has market fluctuation in the number of published articles every year. The journal sends emails for submission that don't specify an interest. So rapid in reviewing a publication, too good to be true. The name of the journal is very similar to the name of a well-known established journal with a good reputation. The publication fees are atypical for the scholarly publication industry. It's difficult to identify articles when searching on Google Scholar or other databases. We can avoid predatory journal by searching if the journal is listed in the best list for predatory journal. Use the Think check for detection of predatory journal, and searching if the journal is listed in the directory of open access journals. Review the journal website for the transparency of data and contact details for the journal and its staff board, and fees of publication. The preprint is a preliminary report of research that have not been peer-reviewed. The COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted on an increase in the number of manuscripts distributed on preprint repository in order to get research out as soon as possible. The use of preprint expanded in the last decade due to the beliefs that preprint prevents scoping. The funder prefer interim research output and accept preprints in grant application. The NIH provides guidance on selecting a repository, creating one's own open research platform. The undisclosed cash injection into BioRive by the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, and the generational shift toward faster dissemination of study finding. Strands of preprint are represented in faster dissemination with research community, allow pre-publication peer review and feedback. Authors can receive feedback on their article before journal submission, freely available, surface data that may not survive peer review. The preprint servers are freely online repositories. The most known server is Midrive, which is accept only research articles, systematic reviews and meta-analysis, and clinical research design and protocols. The research shall not be posted as a preprint if it has already been accepted for publication by a journal. All manuscripts undergo screening process to check for non-scientific content, material that might pose a health risk to public or individuals, and plagiarism. After submission of preprint, the readers can post their comments. Manuscripts are assigned a digital object identifier. The authors can submit a revised version at any time before journal acceptance, and a warning sign will be put on the articles that the content has not been reviewed. Readers should be aware that preprint articles are not the final form of the article. There is a risk of disseminating incorrect information which could harm the health of individuals or whole populations. Midrive can save authors time by transmitting their manuscript files from Midrive to the journal of publication. If the preprint article is accepted for publication, you should update it to let readers know that it has been published. That's all about navigation journal and peer review. Thank you for listening.